You know, I really did think the team was on the verge of just completely turning it around. We had accountability the other night against Utah. Darnell Nurse had a horrific first period against the Utah Mammoth, and then he was benched for quite a while, actually. Over half of the second period, he did not see the ice. And the Oilers, they worked their butts off and they came out with the victory. Tonight, the Oilers are up 3-1 against the New York Rangers heading to the third period. Evan Bouchard makes two horrifically bad plays, is not defending well, leads to at least one goal against and then another goal against in overtime. But the fact that Bouchard, after the tying goal, was put out there immediately on the power play, immediately put out there on his next shift at 5-on-5. You want to talk about accountability, the leadership group. It starts internally as well. On the ice, off the ice, Chris Knobloch, whoever is running the defense, which is Mark Stewart actually, why? Can somebody tell me why Evan Bouchard kept playing when the New York Rangers tied the game? It was his giveaway that led to the game-tying goal. A lazy giveaway at his own blue line, not getting the puck out. And the whole third period, that was the story in the third period, right? You know the Rangers are going to be pushing. They are a desperate team, absolutely desperate for any kind of offense. They struggle at scoring goals. And it really stinks that we're going to be talking about Stuart Skinner after this game too, because he played a great game until the third period, which sucks, right? Because like you're just looking for a 900 save percentage. He almost gave them a 900 save percentage. But we can't even get a 900 save percentage from Stu because every single mistake ends up in the back of the net. So as much as I'm hard on Bouch, I'm also hard on Stu tonight. It's unfortunate because they wasted a fantastic performance from Darnell Nurse. He had 2 goals. He really did redeem himself after that game against Utah where he was benched. But I'm just shocked. I'm absolutely dumbfounded. Absolutely dumbfounded that Evan Bouchard kept getting regular shifts after the 3-3 goal for the New York Rangers. Just does not make sense to me. Just does not make sense in my own head. There's no accountability. There's just no accountability in oil country. I don't know what to say. If guys deserve to be benched, bench them. Leon Draisaitl had a pretty bad night too, actually. I want to take a look. I'm gonna show you guys something, and gals, and kids, and whoever else is watching. I'm gonna show you all something here. This is where the expected goals for percentage at 5-on-5 tonight. You have Frederick and Savoy at the top of this list. Then you have Emerson, Henrique, Kulak, and Stetcher. And then you see the 50% marker here? Where's Edmonton's best players? Where are all their top players? Their top players, where the leadership group, you want to be accountable. Your play on the ice has to be better than that. And clearly tonight it was not. And credit to the New York Rangers. Again, Rangers fans, I'm not trying to take credit away from you. The Oilers are just pretty good at beating themselves sometimes. But the Rangers, they did push in the third period. They definitely deserved at minimum a point. I'm shocked that the penalty that was called late in the third period was not a 4-minute double minor because Roslovic was clearly bleeding all over the place. I'm not sure how the ref only calls a 2-minute minor. I don't know if it's because he was kind of cut on the inside of the lip. Did the ref maybe think he bit his own lip to try and draw it? I don't know. I don't know what goes on the ice. I don't know what the logic is. But when Frederick and Savoy are your 2 top expected goals for percentage players on the night, you're probably not winning many hockey games. Their best players all the way down here. Now, Nurse, again, this is where expected goals for percentage you can take with a grain of salt. He had 2 goals. He made up for his maybe not so great possession metrics, but Nurse made a few great plays. He had one really good play in overtime, a great defensive play to break a play up. It's not good, man. It's not good. We can't see. Hold on. Let me. Here we go. Evan Bouchard led all D-men time on ice. And then look at Connor and Leon, 25-14. Connor played 24-33. Leon, 25-14. Stetcher, 8-47. Isaac Howard, who had an assist tonight and who I thought was actually playing pretty good overall. He took a penalty. He seems to take one tripping penalty a game. I don't know what that's all about. He played less than 10 minutes. Isaac Howard is playing less than 10 minutes on a team in a game where they've dressed only 11 forwards. Can somebody please tell me how that makes sense? And it's the same old story that we've been talking about all year long. Look at how does Bouchard get more ice time than Nurse, man? It's the same story all season long. It is the same story all season long. Chris Knobloch's ice time allocation, the lack of accountability when players are playing poorly. Thought we saw it against Utah. Guess not. I guess that was just a 40-minute thing where they hold each other accountable for 40 minutes, and because they won, they can all feel honky-dory and feel really good about themselves. 3-1 lead heading to the third period. What, did the boys think that you just won the game? You got to play another 20 minutes. I don't understand. This team is aggravating. They are aggravating. And some of you who are watching, you're probably going to think I'm being a little bit too hard on them. You're going to say, hey, they still got a point. They came back and won against Utah in a game where maybe they shouldn't have been able to. Tonight, the Rangers come back against the Oilers in a game that maybe the Rangers shouldn't have been able to. Things even out, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I get it. This is why I'm not fully crashing out. But I will. I will crash out at some point this season if this... It's... No, I can't. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. We'll take a look at the Edge Visualizer because there are a couple things that I do want to talk about that were good news. Matthew Savoy getting lost in all of this frustration as an Oilers fan. He scores his first ever National Hockey League goal in the right place at the right time. I did predict that Savoy would get a goal tonight, and I also predicted the Oilers would win in overtime, but clearly I'm just bad at making predictions. Maybe I should just predict the Oilers to lose every single time because they seem to win every time I pick them to lose. Matthew Savoy with his first ever National Hockey League goal. We're going to take a look at that on the Edge Visualizer, but we're also going to take a look at Darnell Nurse's first goal on the Edge Visualizer. I thought Bud Colson, by the way, played a fantastic game. Probably could have had 3 or 4 goals on his own. I thought he played fantastic. Wallman across to Nurse, and then he shoots it 5-hole through Shesterkin. Shesterkin opened up those legs a little bit too much. Nice shot from Nurse. Wallman with the assist. Roslovic with the assist. Jack Roslovic, another real solid player tonight for Edmonton. He has been all over it. Him and Draisaitl had numerous chances in the third period to put them away, and they weren't able to convert. I would maybe look at putting Roslovic on the power play at some point. No offense to David Tomaszek, but the way Roslovic skates and his tenacity to get in on loose pucks and his speed, I wouldn't mind Roslovic on the power play. Matthew Savoy, he gets credited with a power play goal assisted by Adam Henrique on a night where Henrique was honored for his 1,000th game played. Puck was moving around. Draisaitl has it. He plays it to Henrique. Henrique with the shot. Rebound. Henrique goes down, shoots it again, and it goes off of Matthew Savoy's leg and into the net. That made it 2-1 Edmonton. And then just 2 minutes later, Darnell Nurse, he throws a random puck onto the net after Ike Howard retrieves it. Nurse walks in, plays it across to Howard. Howard's shot initially goes... Oh, no, he actually just passed it to Nurse. Sorry, I thought Howard shot it. Nurse, he played it. He shot it right towards Shesterkin. They did review the play to see if that puck did cross the line. It was on top of Shesterkin's goal pad, and the pad had gone behind the red line. The puck with it, of course. That made it 3-1 Edmonton, and then the breakdowns in the third period. We can go through it here. The first breakdown, you had Stetcher in the neutral zone. Not Stetcher. That's Cooley. Cooley skates it through the neutral zone. Stuart Skinner made the initial save here. You don't see the initial breakdown. It was a shot from Wallman. Wallman with the bad pinch here. Wallman's got to know there's 3 forwards deep. Wallman, he's trying to pinch and keep this play alive. This is a very high risk play from Wallman. Probably shouldn't be doing that. A rare poor read by Wallman, and then the Rangers bring it in on the 2-on-1. Cooley drives the net, and then Schneider gets the rebound. Nugent Hopkins did not pick up his man on the back check. Thought that after the initial save that, we'll just grab the puck. No worries. We don't have to follow the trailer. Braden Schneider with his first goal of the season. This is the goal that frustrated me. Rangers bring it in. Evan Bouchard. Now, hold on. We're going to restart it where we see where Bouchard is with the puck here. Let's just slow it down. Bouchard, look at him. Look. Now, there are 3 Rangers in the neutral zone. You have 2 Oilers forwards. You have a third here. They're being covered. Now, the right play, in my opinion, and I haven't played high-level hockey, maybe the right play here isn't to try and throw to the neutral zone or off the boards, because look at the pressure. There's a 2-on-1 here. There are 2 Rangers players on top of Frederick. Tomaszek, yeah, he's loose, but even if he gets the puck, he's going in 1-on-2. It's best to reset. Bouchard should be playing this puck across to Ekholm. He should be skating backwards and waiting for his wingers to get into a better spot. No, Bouchard tries to immediately throw it on the right boards, and then the Rangers walk in, and it wasn't even a screenshot. Like, look at where this shot is taken. And sure, you can credit Radish. Maybe he's a bit of a sniper this season. That's his 5th goal of the year. That's pretty wild to me. This is a shot that you need saved. Bouchard with the boneheaded giveaway, and then Stuart Skinner. These 2 combine for so many goals against right now, Stu and Bouchard. It is absolutely aggravating at the moment. Where that shot was taken and how hard the shot was, Stuart Skinner's got to make a save. It just goes over his pad, I guess. In between the glove and the pad, Stuart Skinner looked like he was late reacting to the shot. I didn't think Ekholm got a piece of it. I didn't think he blocked Skinner's view. I don't know. Maybe there's an angle that I didn't see where Ekholm is blocking Stu's view, but that's got to be saved. And then this goal in overtime, by the way, horrible, horrifying effort by Leon Draisaitl and Evan Bouchard, right? Again, credit to JT Miller. He uses his speed. He gets in. Now, Draisaitl tries to make a play. McDavid, he can't get to Miller either. Now, in hindsight, maybe McDavid stays on Miller here, but Miller's got to come in. Draisaitl, as long as Draisaitl is skating to cut this angle off and Bouchard is watching the middle, the Rangers shouldn't have a play here. But Miller walks in. Draisaitl does not cut the angle off in time. And then Bouchard, yeah, he's watching the pass, but look at where Lafreniere is. He's way up here. Bouchard, at minimum, should be able to cut off this angle. You have McDavid that might be able to. Again, it's a defensive breakdown. There are three players here on Edmonton that are not doing nearly enough. Draisaitl and Bouchard are the two that I did not like on this play, especially Draisaitl. And then Miller, he's just allowed to walk in. He just walks in. It's a high danger shot. It's at the top of the blue paint. He beats Stuart Skinner. And again, do you want to save there? Yeah, absolutely. I think Stuart Skinner definitely wants to save there. But Bouchard and Draisaitl, you just make it so easy. If you already know your goalie struggles in certain aspects of his game, why are you making it that easy for the New York Rangers? It's completely unacceptable from so many players tonight. They've pissed away a point. They pissed away so many points in October from just they're not playing good enough. Evan Bouchard was -3 tonight. He is now a team worst -9 on the season. Is plus minus something that I truly care about? No, but when you are the outlier compared to the rest of your team, that's when I kind of will look at it. I will look at plus minus properly if you're a big outlier. And right now, Evan Bouchard is clearly a detriment to the team when it comes to the 5-on-5 play. Too many giveaways, not enough offense being generated. Yes, Bouchard had 3 assists against Utah. Consistency, right? I'm not asking for him to score every game, but we're looking for players that just aren't going to give them the easy play. Make other teams work for it. The Oilers had to work for everything tonight. And anytime the Oilers play anyone, they make the Oilers work their asses off for every inch on the ice. And the Oilers think that it just comes easy to them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if it's just a group that just assumes that they can coast on talent when they don't have enough talent to just coast on talent alone. That's what was that quote from the Miracle on Ice movie with Kurt Russell? Something about you don't have enough talent to win on talent alone. This is a group where if you're Chris Knoblauch, man, and again, maybe the players don't take Knoblauch seriously because when you bench one player, but then you don't bench another player, well, then how do the players see what's happening there? Bouchard, you think he cares about making mistakes when he's just allowed to keep going out after shift after shift after shift? Obviously, Bouchard's frustrated. He knows. Like, it's not like Bouchard doesn't know that he's making mistakes here. And if he doesn't know that he's making mistakes, that's a whole other conversation. But just stop making the mistakes. Pretty simple. Pretty simple, folks. That is my post-game fan reaction. I wish that this could have been a victory chain night. I wish I'd be wearing one of my jerseys, but I was so mad. No jersey tonight. I'm wearing the Jays cap. I'm wearing the cap of a team that clearly shows that, it takes a full team effort every single night to get the job done. The Oilers right now, they're too individualistic. They're too inconsistent. And this is a group that has no real sense of urgency at the moment. And again, credit to the Rangers. It's a good comeback. GG's Rangers fans. You got an extra point on us this season. The Oilers took 3 out of 4 points. Rangers probably deserved to win that first game. The Oilers completely pissed away this game, and I'm honestly glad that we're not playing the Rangers anymore. For the Oilers, they got to lock in here. Their next game is Saturday night. That'll close off the 3-game homestand. If they win Saturday, you go 2-0-1 on the homestand. That looks good on paper, and you can build on that. For now, I will be frustrated tonight, but I am excited for the Jays game tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. And as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers, and tell someone that you love them. Can't forget that. We'll see you soon, Oil Country. Take care.